From the very start of Donald Trump's political rise, Melania Trump has often been a figure of intrigue, mystery, and controversy. In one memorable moment at the Republican National Convention, an awkward interaction between the former president and First Lady left viewers captivated and questioning the authenticity of their relationship. In this spectacle that unfolded on the national stage, Melania's subtle but unmistakable pulling away from Donald in the middle of the RNC speech highlighted a divide that has only grown more apparent as years go by. Her resistance, seemingly silent yet visible, spoke volumes about their strained bond. What was once an apparent partnership now reveals itself as a complex and delicate negotiation. So, what's really going on between Donald and Melania Trump? And how does this peculiar RNC moment reflect the larger cracks in their high-profile marriage? In this video, we'll delve into the details of their partnership, explore Melania's controversial moments in the public eye, and examine her complicated role in the Trump dynasty's continued political saga. Part 1. The curious dynamic of Donald and Melania's marriage. From their early days together, Donald and Melania Trump's relationship has always seemed unconventional. Meeting at a socialite party in Manhattan, hosted by notorious matchmaker and club owner Paolo Zampalli, Melania quickly moved up the social ranks. Known for her striking looks, she caught the eye of Donald, who reportedly was drawn to her European charm and beauty. But even then, Melania seemed to have her own agenda. Despite Donald's larger-than-life personality, Melania remained a constant yet curiously aloof presence at his side, rarely showing the kind of affection or warmth one might expect in such a marriage. This dynamic seemed to intensify as Donald's political career took off. Their public appearances were often marked by Melania's cool demeanor and lack of enthusiasm. And this was never more evident than during the RNC, where Melania's body language spoke louder than words. As Donald tried to clasp her hand, her subtle resistance in pulling away hinted at a deeper, unspoken conflict. This small moment sparked a wave of speculation about their relationship, with many wondering if Melania's public interactions with Donald were a form of silent protest, or if they simply reflected the strain of a marriage under the media's relentless gaze. Part 2. The RNC hand-pull moment, what it revealed. In the middle of the RNC, as cameras zoomed in, Donald reached out to grasp Melania's hand, a simple gesture intended to convey unity. But as the public witnessed, Melania's reaction was anything but enthusiastic. Her expression remained impassive, and she almost instinctively pulled her hand away. This seemingly minor gesture captivated audiences and became a viral sensation, symbolizing for many the widening rift in their relationship. The media quickly pounced on this moment, interpreting it as Melania's dissatisfaction with the role she has been cast in, particularly as Donald's political agenda has grown more intense and divisive. In many ways, this single act of pulling away was more telling than any interview or statement she could have given. It reflected a subtle, almost passive act of defiance, an indication of Melania's complex position as First Lady. Part 3. The rise of Melania's silent protests. Melania's RNC hand-pull moment is not her first public sign of resistance. Over the years, she has demonstrated a series of subtle yet impactful gestures that have left the public questioning her allegiance to Donald and his political ambitions. From her infamous "I don't care" jacket worn during a visit to immigrant children at the border, to her rigid and often stoic expressions during official events, Melania has made it clear that she is not always aligned with Donald's rhetoric and actions. These acts of silent protest hint at a deeper discomfort with her role in the Trump political machine. While Melania rarely speaks publicly about her opinions, these small actions have painted a picture of a woman who may feel trapped within a high-profile role she never fully embraced. This tension has made her an enigmatic figure, one who seems to be at once a participant in and a critic of Donald's political legacy. Part 4. The Melania factor, a liability or a strategic player. While some might see Melania's behavior as a liability to Donald's image, Others argue that it serves as a strategy to appeal to a broader audience. Her occasional resistance and apparent discomfort with Donald's rhetoric can resonate with moderates or independents who feel alienated by his more extreme statements. In some ways, Melania's quiet acts of defiance allow her to play the role of a counterbalance to Donald's brash style, presenting a softer, albeit distant, image of the Trump brand. However, these same actions also raise questions about her loyalty to Donald's cause. In many circles, Melania is seen as a reluctant participant in his political ambitions, someone who may prioritize her own interests over those of her husband's campaign. This duality has led to a series of narratives that paint Melania as both a conflicted first lady and a strategic player within the Trump dynasty. Part 5. Melania's public image. The transformation of a first lady. Melania's journey as first lady has been nothing short of controversial. From her untraditional public speeches, including the infamous plagiarized speech from Michelle Obama, to her chilly demeanor in public, Melania's tenure has been riddled with moments that have both fascinated and repelled the public. Unlike her predecessors, Melania seemed to prefer a low-profile role, occasionally stepping into the spotlight, but always with a sense of reluctance. In contrast to first ladies like Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton, who embraced their roles and used them as platforms for social advocacy, Melania's approach was far more restrained. Her Be Best campaign, aimed at reducing cyberbullying, was criticized for its ironic undertones, given her husband's well-known history of hostile online behavior. Melania's public image has remained ambiguous, with many questioning whether she ever wanted to be in this position. Part 6. The aftermath of the RNC moment, public reaction and media speculation. The RNC hand poll incident reignited public interest in Melania's role within the Trump family and led to a wave of media speculation. Political commentators, body language experts, and the public all weighed in, interpreting her gesture as everything from a calculated move to a desperate attempt at independence. Memes and social media posts proliferated, with some even suggesting that Melania's subtle resistance was a form of protest against Donald's controversial policies. This incident has sparked renewed discussions about Melania's true feelings regarding her role in the Trump empire. Is she a reluctant participant, silently rebelling against her husband's agenda? Or is she merely performing her part in a complex marriage of convenience? Regardless of the interpretation, this moment has solidified her status as an intriguing and enigmatic figure in American politics. The RNC hand poll incident has become a defining moment in Melania Trump's public life, symbolizing the quiet resistance she has often displayed in her role as Donald Trump's wife and former First Lady. This single, seemingly minor gesture spoke volumes, highlighting the tension and complexity that defines her relationship with Donald. In many ways, Melania remains an enigma, a woman who appears trapped between her personal interests and the demands of a political machine. As the public continues to scrutinize Melania's every move, one thing is clear: her role in Donald Trump's life and legacy is far from straightforward. Whether she is a reluctant accomplice or a silent critic, Melania Trump's subtle acts of defiance provide a fascinating glimpse into the internal dynamics of the Trump family. And as the couple continues to navigate the challenges of their public lives, we can expect more moments like the RNC hand poll that offer a window into the mysterious and often conflicted world of Melania Trump.